Good evening, ma'am. My name is D. Priyanka. I'm currently pursuing BTech third year in Electronics and Communication Engineering from CMR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. Before going to start the presentation of my project, I would like to thank our management for providing such a valuable IoT internship opportunity, which helped us to gain practical knowledge with hands-on experience. I would also like to sincerely thank our ma'am for explaining the concept in very clear and understandable way and patiently clarifying all our truths. Today, I'm going to present my topic on my topic on smart factory monitoring system using IoT. Introduction of the IoT. What is IoT? IoT is nothing but Internet of Things. It is a technology where the devices like the sensors, machines are connected to the internet to collect and share the data in the real time. IoT it consists of sensors, actuators, internets, and cloud platform. What is a sensor and devices? Sensor is nothing but where the data can be collected. It is act as the input, and the actuator is nothing but the collected data. It can be converted into the any mechanical state for the of the movement. For the connectivity, you're using the internet modules like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth to transfer the data from the one devices to the other device. And the cloud platform, the actuators and controllers, as I told earlier. Let us discuss the problem statement. The problem statement and the why you're choosing this project. Let me discuss it clearly. In the traditional factories, there is a no real-time monitoring, data collection is manual, fault detection in delayed, no remote control system. Because of this, industry faces the production losses, safety risks, increase the maintenance cost. To overcome this kind of the problem, we are going to implement our project Smart Factory Monitoring System using the IoT. In this project, we are using the two nodes, the node 1 and node 2. Node 1 is named as the production line and the node 2 named as the warehouse. And the devices and the what are the devices and the functionality of this project, let us discuss the briefly. This is the project overview. This is the Arduino things called MQTT or the HTTP, two nodes, bidirectional. It is a bidirectional and a relay LED. What are these? Let us discuss step by step process. Before going to that, let me explain the basic concepts that we are using in this. What is MQTT? We are saying that MQTT. What is MQTT? MQTT stands for Message Querying Telemetry Transport, where MQTT it is the lightweight communication protocol used in the IoT system to send and receive the data between the devices over the internet. And how it works? MQTT works as pub sub model, where the publish and subscriber. Publish is nothing but sending the data, where the subscribe is nothing but the receiving the data. In between that, we are using the broker because to transmit the data from one device to the other device. That is nothing but it is the managing the data between the two devices. That is nothing but the broker. The overall system architecture. Here earlier I said that we are using two nodes, node 1 and node 2. And the overall architecture is nothing but the node 1 it consists of sensors like DHT22 sensor, LMS 35 sensor, vibration sensor, motion sensor, relay control, three LED status. Next, you are using Things board. Why you are using the Things board? Things board is nothing but to transmit or the retrieve the data from the Arduino Uno to the Things board, which is nothing but the internet. And the node 2. The same function what you are having in the node 1, the same functionality we are using in the node 2. But one of the two changes we are doing in node 2. That is nothing but the door switch. In node 1, we are not using the door switch, but in node 2, we are using the door switch to monitor the door condition. Let us discuss one by one briefly. Before that, what is the things board? What it does? The things board we are going to create to manage the devices. We are going to create the devices and the dashboard of the project which we are going to implement. This is a dashboard, device management, real-time visualization, and relay comments. Node 1 architecture diagram. Node 1. Here using the DHT2 sensor, LMS35 sensor, vibration sensor, motion sensor. And those the data it can be managed by the Arduino Uno. What is Arduino Uno? Arduino Uno is a microcontroller, which the data can be controlled by sending the power supply to the Arduino Uno. And the data can be analyzed as per the code which you are dumped in the Arduino Uno. And the analyzed data can be sent through the internet to the things board. Well, the things board, their dashboard and the device manager and a relay and LED indicators. What is here? We are using Node 1 temperature sensors. We are using the two sensors, DHT2 sensors and LMS32 sensor. The real-time data it can be displayed on the things board. Before going to further the explanation, let me show the real-time data, whether it is sending the data to the internet or not. Let me compile the code once again. Let me load the file. Yeah, here we are using the three LED indications: red LED, yellow LED, and the green LED. Let me explain the briefly what the indications of the red LED, yellow LED, and the green LED. Well, the red LED displays when the internet is not connected. Where the green LED is green LED is indicated once the internet is connected to the once the Arduino Uno is connected to the internet, the green LED enables. Until the internet is not connected to the things board, it remains into the red LED. What is the green LED? What about the yellow LED? The yellow LED is for the warning state. If the internet is not connected or any warning conditions, then the yellow LED will be displayed. Next, let us see the things. Let me log in the things board. I have login there. And here we are using the two devices. I have created the two devices for the Node 1 and Node 2. Parallelly, I have created the three dashboards for the Node 1 and Node 2 and to monitor the same data, to monitor the two nodes at a time. For that is nothing but a smart factory dashboard. The device for the first device, the production line, the device is in active state. Let us check whether the data, real-time data is displaying on the latency telemetry or not. Here, I'm going to change the value of the temperature and the humidity. If the data parallelly changes in the things board, then the real-time data is monitoring in the things board. If not, it mean by that something default is going to occur. I'm going to change the temperature value to the 25. Let us check the same value is displaying on things board or not. The temperature value is 25. Yeah, it displays the same. Let me check the humidity value. It is 29, 30. Humidity value, yeah, 29.5. That is 30. Next, LM35 value. I'm going to change the LMS 35 value, 29. 1 or 2. LMS 35 value, vibration sensor value, 1.57. LMS 35, LMS 35 value changed here now updated, 1 or 2. Vibration sensor. Where the vibration sensor, it shows the analog value, but then in things good, it displays the digital value. That is nothing but the analog, the vibration sensor is displays the analog value, and the analog value can be changed into the digital value. The converted value will be shown in things board. Uh, Finally, the sensor, there is no sensor error, so it displays the 0 and the relay state is 1 and the machine state is 1. And two, here we are monitoring the data in the digital value. To check the same value in the graphical representation, I have created the dashboard. Let us check the same value is displaying in the dashboard or no. See, I have created the temperature, humidity, and the time series chart, time series table, machine status, sensor error, control switch, relay state, and alarm state. Alarm is nothing for the if any critical condition occurs, to monitor that or to indicate for the alertness purpose, we have created the alarm. In time series chart, the green color represents the vibration and the blue represents the temperature. And the value is updated here. And then we don't have the any sensor error, so it indicates the red color. And the relay state and the machine state is 1, so the LED indicates the on state 1. And time series chart, the time we can this the value what are present in the devices, the same value can be displayed in the timetable. Temperature is 25, humidity is 30 percentage, LMS 35 is 1 or 2, and the machine state is 1, relay state is 1, the sensor error is 0, vibration sensor values 322. And this is the temperature value and humidity value. The temperature value can be calculated as the units of the temperature is degrees in Celsius, and the humidity you are going to calculate in the percentage. The temperature value is 35 and the humidity value you can see here 26 or 27. And let us discuss about the relay. Till now, we are sending the data from the Arduino Uno to the Things board. Now we do the vice versa from the Things board to the Arduino Uno. From Things board to the Arduino Uno, how we can know whether the data is sent or not? That is nothing but to monitor the data from the things board to the Arduino Uno. We have created a switch control. If you on the switch in the things board, the LED, we don't have the any relay devices in this Pixim lab. So we are using the LED instead of the relay to monitor the data. If the switch is on in the things board state, the LED should be enabled here. If you off the switch in the things board, the LED should be off here. So that is nothing but it means the data can be transmitted from the Arduino Uno to the things board and things board to the Arduino. Let us check the status. Here I'm going to switch off the LED. Sorry, I'm going to switch off. Let us check whether the LED is on or off. Yeah, here LED is in on state. When we are going to switch on in the things board, the LED condition in the Arduino Uno is on state. When we are going to switch off, let us check the LED condition either it is on state or off state. LED is in off state. So the real time monitoring of the data is shown in the real time example. So this is the overall view of the Node 1 implementation. And the same in the same way, we are going to the implement the Note 4. Let us discuss about the Note implementation. Note 2 architecture. In Note 2, Note 2 we named it as the warehouse monitor. Note 2 what? Which kind of the devices we are using? The sensors we are using: LDR sensor, EST2 sensor, motion sensor, floor switch, and all the data can be monitored by the Arduino Uno. And from the Arduino Uno, the data can be retrieved to the things board through the internet by using the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth modem. And then the real-time data relay can be control the data from the things board to the Arduino Uno, and the three LED indications we are using. The Arduino Uno. What is the Arduino? It can, what Arduino Uno it can do? It reads the LED DHT22 sensor. Where the DHT22 sensor is nothing but used to monitor the temperature and the humidity value. The door switch data. It monitors the LED indications also, and the sensor terminator it to things board, and it retrieves the relay conditions and controls the real time LED outs. This all the data can be performed by the Arduino Uno. Let us discuss the LDR sensor. Earlier we said that the LDR sensor we are using now Arduino Uno. What is LDR? LDR is nothing but the light dependent resistance. It is a photosensitive sensor whose resistance decrease when the resistance value decreases, then the light intensity increases. In this project, we are using the LDR for controlling or monitoring the lightning condition. And in Note 2, we are using the DHT2 sensor and a motion sensor also. Where the DHT2 sensor is to monitor the temperature and the humidity value. And the motion sensor is nothing but if any object is detected from there, and then any movement of the any movement of the object, then it indicates that it is something is moving there. And it can be managed easily the monitor or the operator who are operating the project. And the door indication, door switch and the relays and the LED indications. Same as in the Node 1, we use the three LEDs, green LED, blue LED and yellow LED. The green LED for the internet is connected, red LED is internet is not connected, and yellow LED is the sensor error or the any warnings. For the green LED, red LED is nothing but when the internet is not connected the things board, it enables in the red color until it connects to the internet. Once it is connected to the internet, then red LED turns off and green LED is going to turn on. These are the three LED indications. The same things will observe in things blue. This is a node 2. I have already enabled that. Let us check the real-time data monitoring. Now I'm going to change the temperature value to due to the internet issue is disconnecting and connecting the data. I'm going to temperature value to the 9.8. 9.8. Let us check whether the data is updated or not. In the telemetry, sorry, in Thingsboard, go to the devices, warehouse, and the temperature value is 9.8. Next, let us check the LDR value, humidity value. Let's change the humidity value 39, 39.5, and LMS value is 1, 1 or 2. Humidity value is 39. And I don't know here it is showing the sensor error. Motion detected is 1 and the door open condition is 0. This is the real time data. Next, let us check in the dashboard also. Go to the production line, go to the warehouse. As earlier we are implemented in the node 1, the same data we are going to implement in the node 2. We are using the temperature and the humidity value and the dose status, motion detected is dark sensor and the time series table. The same table we are created in the node 1 also. And the time series chart where the blue indicate the humidity and green indicate the tape. I think I'm not updated the temperature value. Here it is showing on the humidity value. And the LDR value is 3. The same data we have observed here, the LDR value is 3. LDR value is 3. If you go to the dashboard, go to the warehouse. Let- Next, let us check the relay condition. Till now, we have sent the data from the Arduino Uno to the things board. Now, let us change the condition. Let us send the data from the things board to the Arduino Uno. Now, I'm going to turn off the switch. Then the LED should be displayed in the Arduino Uno. Turn off the switch. Check in Pixin Lab. The relay state is on. Again, go back to the things board. Turn off the LED. Sorry, turn off the switch. The LED should be turned off. The LED is turned off. Let us check the data monitoring from the node 1 and node 2 together. Go to the dashboard. Pick the smart factory. See here we can see that two kind of the data. Is the node 1 data and the node 2 data. Node 1 data is the production line test and the node 2 data is the warehouse. In the node 1 data, in the node 1, the data collected, the collection of the data are humidity, LMS certified temperature, machine status, relay state, sensor error, temperature, vibration. The humidity is 39, LMS, sorry, the data was updated. Humidity is 48, LMS certified is 0, machine state is 1, relay state is 1, sensor error is 0, temperature is 8.6, and the vibration is 3. These are the data from the node 2. And the time series chart from the node 1 and the node 2, together it is showing it in one. The green color line indicates the LMS certified temperature value, and blue color indicates the temperature value. This is the overall representation of this project. Let us go to the PPT, and these are the things board IoT platform. Next, the data flow, how the data is going, how the data is transmitted from the Arduino Uno to the things board. Let us discuss again it. Sensor reads the data processing, JSON to its MQTT publisher, things board receives, and the dashboard updates the live data. Next, data flow from the Arduino Uno, things go to the Arduino Uno. That is nothing but the relay state from which is controlled from the things board to the Arduino Uno. When we are going to switch on in the things board, the LED should be turn off here. Sorry, LED should be turn on in the Arduino Uno. When the switch is turned off in the things board, the LED should be turn off here. Next, MQTT protocol, how the Arduino talks to the things board. I have discussed this uh, earlier that it has the two modules, PubSub modules, that is a publisher and a subscriber. In between them, they are the broker. Broker is nothing but transmitting or managing the data from the one device to the other devices. Where the publisher is nothing but sending the data, where the subscriber is nothing but receiving the data from the one to other. Uh, how to connect the things board. Uh, Log into the things board, go to the devices, create the two devices, and name the devices as per the your project implementation. And what are the data you have created in the devices to display the data in the dashboard. Create the same name indicated devices has into the dashboard also. The data whatever displayed in the devices it will represent in a graphical representation or any circular representation. Dashboard is nothing but to identify the data wa- uh, to identify the data how you are collected from the from the Arduino unit. Next, node one completion components what you are used in the node one. Arduino Uno DHT sensor, LM35 sensor, vibration sensor, motion sensor, relay and the three LEDs. Where three LEDs are nothing but the red, green and yellow. Or the uh, Arduino Uno, it is a type of the microcontroller. DHT sensor is the digital sensor, and LMS35 sensor is the analog sensor. Vibration sensor is the digital sensor. Motion sensor is the digital sensor. Relay, it is the actuator. Actuator is nothing but the input which are taken from the sensor, any IR sensor or ultrasonic sensor. The collected input can be transmitted into the any mechanical motion. That is the actuator. Next, three LEDs for the indication. And the purpose also same. Well, Arduino Uno purpose is to monitor the data. DH2 sensor is to measure the temperature and humidity. LMS certified sensor is to measure the is it to read the uh, she LMS sorry LMS certified sensor is it to read the analog value and it is it to convert into the digital value. Vibration sensor is it to detect the abnormal condition. Motion sensor whether is it to monitor whether the system is in rest position or any motion indication. Next, relay status is nothing but the simulates the real uh, relay with the switch. Next to three LEDs. The data direction it is the bidirectional because the data is retrieving from the Arduino Uno to the Things board and Things board to the Arduino Uno. Similarly, the node to completion table also. Let us compare the node 1 and the node 2. Whether node 1 is we are using Arduino Uno and the node 1 and node 2 we are using both Arduino Uno. In the node 1 you are using DHT2 2 plus LMS35 sensor. Where in node 2 we are using only the DHT sensor. In node 1 you are using the vibration. In node 2 we are not using it. In node 1 you are using a PIR motion sensor. In node 2 also same. But in node 2 you are using LDR sensor but not in node 1. In node 2 you are using the door sensor but not in node 1. The same three LED indications you are using in node 1 and node 2. And the yellow color indication is for the warning, which functions in same nodes. Sorry, two nodes. Let us this as we told that Arduino Uno is the main board which used to monitor the system. Let me give the brief example of the Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno is a microcontroller. It has total 28 pins, where the 6 are analog pins and the 16 remaining 14 are the digital pins. Or the 16 are the digital pins. It is the bidirectional. It acts as an input and an output. Where we are using a 5 VCC for the power supply. Next, project work. The simple flow of the project working is sensor to the Arduino Uno, Wi-Fi MQTT, things code, next dashboard. The overall data can be transmitted to the dashboard. These are the LED indications, system reliability and security features, device authentication, internet status monitoring, sensor error detection, periodic data transmission, door monitoring security, dashboard access control. What are the applications and the benefits? Applications of this smart factory monitoring system are automotive manufacturing plants, uh, textile factories, food processing units. These are the applications. And the key benefits are 24 by 7 monitoring, real-time alerts, remote control, cost saving. The challenges what you are facing it and the solutions. MQTT connections drops, sensors reading the delays, data accuracy issue, network latency, multiple sensor management, RPC command passing. Mm, next, the release and the outcomes. Sorry, result and outcomes. The result is real-time monitoring, Thingsboard dashboard, it is a bidirectional communication, relay controlling working, LED status indications, learning the outputs. Next, future scope of smart factory monitoring system. Uh, Scale to monodes, AI based anomaly detection, SMS, emails, or mobile applications. This we can say as the future scope. Finally, conclusion. Both nodes transmit the sensor data continuously and reliable to the ThingsBoard using the MQTT protocol. ThingsBoard dashboard provides the real-time view of the factory condition across the both nodes. And LED indicates the provide the one-set visual status for the internet connectivity, sensor health, and the relay status. And finally, it use it to manage the labor work and reduces the labor work, real-time monitoring the system, and a 24 by 7 monitoring. The reference I have used for this is uh, YouTube, Google, ChatGPT. Thank you for your kind attention. Signing off.